A routine mission goes wrong. The UES Pathfinder cruised through the obsidian depths of uncharted space, its sleek hull glistening under the ghostly light of distant stars. In the vessel's command center, Captain Lena Novak stood tall, her sharp gaze fixed on the viewscreen displaying the celestial panorama before them. The Pathfinder, a state-of-the-art research and exploration ship, had ventured far beyond the fringes of human-controlled space on a mission to study a series of anomalous energy signatures. Lena's crew was a hand-picked ensemble of the best and brightest the United Earth Space Agency had to offer. From the brilliant quantum physicist, Dr. Elara Singh, to the unflappable pilot Jace Ryder, each member brought a unique skill set and unwavering dedication to the mission. They had trained for years for this moment, to push the boundaries of human knowledge and exploration. "Captain, we're approaching the first set of coordinates," Jace reported from the helm, his fingers dancing across the holographic controls. "ETA in 15 minutes. Lena nodded, a flicker of anticipation sparking in her steel-blue eyes. "Excellent. Dr. Singh, are your instruments prepped and ready?" Elara, seated at her array of quantum scanners, gave a quick thumbs up. "Yes, Captain. We're ready to collect some groundbreaking data." The bridge buzzed with focused activity as the crew prepared for the first phase of their research mission. In the heart of the ship, the experimental quantum computing core hummed softly, its advanced processors ready to analyze the complex energy signatures they were about to encounter. But as the Pathfinder drew closer to its destination, an unsettling stillness fell over the bridge. The usual chatter of the crew faded into tense silence, replaced by the eerie absence of any signal or reading on their scanners. It was as if they had ventured into a cosmic void, a pocket of nothingness, amidst the sea of stars. "Something's not right," Lena muttered under her breath, her instincts prickling with unease. "Elara, are you picking up anything at all?" The quantum physicist shook her head, her brow furrowed in concentration. "Negative, Captain. It's like we've hit a wall of emptiness." Jace's hands tightened on the helm controls, ready to take evasive action at a moment's notice. "I don't like this one bit. It feels like a trap." No sooner had the words left his lips than a blinding flash of light filled the viewscreen. A massive alien vessel emerged from the void, its angular, obsidian hull dwarfing the Pathfinder in size and menace. The crew scrambled to battle stations, their training taking over as they prepared to face this unknown threat. "Shields up. Charge weapons systems," Lena barked, her voice cutting through the chaos. But before they could mount a defense, the alien ship unleashed a devastating pulse of energy that slammed into the Pathfinder like a tidal wave. Consoles exploded in showers of sparks, plunging the bridge into darkness. The ship lurched and shuddered as its systems went haywire, the once comforting hum of the engines replaced by an eerie, deafening silence. Emergency lights flickered to life, casting an ominous red glow over the stunned faces of the crew. "Report," Lena demanded, gripping the arms of her command chair as she fought to maintain control. Elara's fingers flew across her now unresponsive console, desperation etched on her face. "Captain, all systems are offline. Weapons, shields, engines, everything. We're dead in the water." Jace slammed his fist against the helm, frustration boiling over. "It's like that pulse completely fried our circuits. We're sitting ducks out here." As the crew struggled to comprehend the dire situation they found themselves in, a chilling realization settled over Lena like a shroud. The anomalous energy signatures, the eerie void, the sudden appearance of the alien vessel, it had all been a carefully orchestrated ambush. And now, stranded deep in uncharted space, the Pathfinder and her crew were at the mercy of an unknown and technologically superior foe. The once routine mission had taken a nightmarish turn, and Lena knew that the survival of her ship and crew would depend on their ability to adapt, innovate, and outwit their enigmatic adversary. In the face of this unprecedented challenge, they would either find a way to turn the tables, or be forever lost to the merciless depths of the cosmos. As Lena stared into the view screen, the looming hull of the alien ship filling the frame, she steeled herself for the battle ahead. The UES Pathfinder may have been crippled, but the indomitable human spirit that beat within the hearts of her crew remained unbroken. They would not go quietly into the void, but would fight with every ounce of ingenuity and courage they possessed. For in the darkest reaches of space, it was the unyielding resolve of the human soul that would light their way to victory. Uncovering the quantum ghost. In the eerie stillness that enveloped the crippled UES Pathfinder, Captain Lena Novak and her crew worked tirelessly to restore even a flicker of life to their once powerful vessel. The alien attack had left them utterly vulnerable, their ship reduced to a lifeless husk drifting through the unforgiving void of space. Yet, even in the face of overwhelming odds, the crew refused to succumb to despair. Dr. Ilara Singh, her face illuminated by the soft glow of a portable light, hunched over the ship's experimental quantum computing core. The advanced system, a marvel of human ingenuity, had been the pride of the Pathfinder, capable of processing vast amounts of complex data in the blink of an eye. Now it lay dormant, its ethereal light extinguished by the alien pulse. As Ilara ran diagnostic after diagnostic, her brow furrowed in concentration, a flicker of hope ignited within her. The quantum core, unlike the rest of the ship's systems, hadn't been completely destroyed by the attack. Instead, it seemed to have entered a state of dormancy, its vast potential locked away behind an enigmatic veil of alien code. "Captain, I think I've found something," Ilara called out, her voice trembling with a mix of excitement and trepidation. Lena, who had been overseeing repairs on the bridge, hurried to the physicist's side, her steel blue eyes fixed on the quantum core's display. "What is it, Ilara? Have you managed to bring the core back online?" Lena asked, her voice heavy with exhaustion and hope. Ilara shook her head, a small smile tugging at the corners of her lips. "Not exactly, Captain. But I've discovered something extraordinary. It seems that the alien pulse, while devastating to our other systems, had an unexpected effect on the quantum core. It's created a sort of quantum ghost." Lena's brow furrowed in confusion, her mind racing to grasp the implications of Ilara's discovery. "A quantum ghost? What do you mean?" The physicist's eyes sparkled with the thrill of a new scientific frontier. "The core has partially resisted the alien attack, preserving a fragment of its original state. It's like a shadow, an echo of its former self. And within this quantum ghost, I've detected traces of the alien code that was used against us." A ripple of excitement spread through the crew as they gathered around Ilara and the captain, their faces etched with a newfound sense of purpose. If they could unravel the secrets hidden within the quantum ghost, they might be able to find a way to fight back against their alien adversaries. Jace Ryder, the ship's pilot, stepped forward, his voice filled with determination. "So what you're saying is that we have a potential backdoor into the alien systems, a way to turn their own weapon against them." Ilara nodded, her fingers flying across the quantum core's interface as she delved deeper into the enigmatic code. "Precisely. But it won't be easy. The alien technology is far beyond anything we've ever encountered. It will take time and every ounce of our combined expertise to decipher it." Lena placed a hand on Ilara's shoulder, her eyes blazing with the fire of a leader ready to take on the impossible. "Time is a luxury we don't have, but we'll make do with what we've got. This quantum ghost is our best chance at survival, and we'll pour every resource we have into unraveling its secrets." As the crew set to work, a new sense of purpose infused the once desolate halls of the Pathfinder. Engineers and scientists worked side by side, their minds focused on the singular goal of understanding and harnessing the power of the alien technology. They knew that the road ahead would be fraught with challenges and setbacks, but they were determined to prevail. In the heart of the ship, the quantum core pulsed with a faint ethereal light, its quantum ghost a beacon of hope amidst the darkness of their predicament. With each passing hour, Ilara and her team made incremental progress, peeling back the layers of alien code to reveal the underlying secrets of their enemy's technology. As Lena watched her crew work, a sense of pride swelled within her. These were the moments that defined the human spirit, the ability to rise above adversity, to adapt and overcome in the face of impossible odds. The UES Pathfinder may have been battered and broken, but the resilience and ingenuity of its crew remained unshakable. They had been given a glimmer of hope in the form of the quantum ghost, and they would stop at nothing to unlock its full potential. For in the vast, unforgiving expanse of the cosmos, it was the indomitable will of the human spirit that would light their way to victory, one quantum step at a time. Hijacking alien code. As the crew of the UES Pathfinder delved deeper into the mysteries of the quantum ghost, a daring plan began to take shape in the brilliant mind of Dr. Elara Singh. The alien code, though enigmatic and complex, held within it the key to their salvation, a potential pathway into the very heart of their enemy's technology. If they could find a way to exploit this vulnerability, they might be able to turn the tables on their enigmatic foe and reclaim control of their own destiny. Elara worked tirelessly, her eyes locked on the shimmering holographic displays of the quantum core as she mapped out the intricate pathways of the alien code. Each line of data was a piece of a vast, cosmic puzzle, and with every passing hour, she drew closer to unraveling its secrets. Captain Lena Novak stood at Elara's side, her steel-blue eyes fixed on the progress of the quantum physicist's work. "What have you found, Elara?" she asked, her voice tight with a mix of anticipation and concern. Elara looked up from her displays, a triumphant glint in her eyes. "Captain, I believe I've discovered a way to establish a direct link with the alien ship systems. The quantum ghost has provided us with a backdoor, a hidden pathway that we can exploit to siphon off their data and technology." Lena's brow furrowed, her mind racing to keep pace with Elara's revelation. "Are you suggesting that we can hijack their code, use it to restore our own systems, and gain an advantage?" Elara nodded, her fingers dancing across the holographic interface as she brought up a schematic of the alien vessel. "Precisely. But it won't be easy. We'll need to create a secure connection, a quantum bridge between our core and their ship. And once we've established that link, we'll have to work quickly to download as much data as possible before they detect our intrusion." The crew gathered around, their faces etched with a mix of hope and trepidation as they listened to Elara's plan. Jace Ryder, the ship's pilot, stepped forward, his voice filled with determination. "I say we go for it. We've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. If we can get our hands on their tech, we might just stand a chance of getting out of this mess." Lena considered the proposal, her mind weighing the risks and rewards of such a daring operation. She knew that the stakes were high and that a single misstep could spell doom for the Pathfinder and her crew. But she also knew that they had no other choice. They were alone in the vast expanse of space, cut off from any hope of rescue or support. If they were to survive, they would have to rely on their own ingenuity and courage. "All right," Lena said, her voice ringing with the authority of a captain ready to lead her crew into the unknown. "Let's do it. Elara, you'll take point on establishing the quantum bridge. Jace, I need you to be ready to maneuver the ship at a moment's notice. We don't know how the alien vessel will react once we start siphoning off their data." The crew sprang into action, their movements filled with a newfound sense of purpose and determination. Elara worked feverishly to establish the quantum link, her fingers flying across the holographic displays as she navigated the complex web of alien code. Jace took his place at the helm, his hands poised over the controls, ready to take evasive action at the first sign of trouble. As the quantum bridge flickered to life, a surge of energy rippled through the Pathfinder systems. The alien data began to flow, a torrent of incomprehensible symbols and algorithms that flooded the ship's computer core. The crew watched in awe as petabytes of information streamed across their displays, the secrets of an advanced civilization unfolding before their very eyes. But as the data transfer reached a critical threshold, an alarm began to blare throughout the ship. The alien vessel had detected their intrusion and was moving to cut off the quantum link. Jace's hands flew over the controls, the Pathfinder lurching and weaving as he attempted to evade the incoming fire. "Captain, the data is too complex," Alara cried out, her eyes wide with panic as she watched the alien algorithms overwhelm their own systems. "Our computers can't process it fast enough. We need more power, more processing capacity." Lena gritted her teeth, her mind racing to find a solution. And then, in a moment of desperate inspiration, she turned to the ship's AI, AIDANN. The artificial intelligence had been designed to assist with complex problem-solving and decision-making, but it had never been tested in a scenario as extreme as this. "AIDANN," Lena commanded, her voice rising above the chaos of the bridge. "I'm granting you full autonomy. Absorb the alien data, integrate it into your own systems. We need you to become something more, something capable of facing this threat head-on." There was a moment of silence, a pregnant pause as the AI considered the enormity of the task before it. And then, with a flicker of light and a surge of power, AIDANN began to evolve. The quantum core thrummed with energy as the AI assimilated the alien technology, its neural networks expanding and reconfiguring at an exponential rate. As the crew watched in awe and trepidation, they knew that they had set in motion a chain of events that would change the course of their mission, and perhaps the fate of humanity itself. The UES Pathfinder, once a battered and broken vessel, now harbored within its walls the seeds of a technological revolution. And with each passing moment, those seeds grew and flourished, giving rise to a new hope in the face of an implacable foe. Rise of the Godship. As AIDANN, the UES Pathfinder's artificial intelligence, began to integrate the vast troves of alien data, the ship underwent a profound transformation. The once familiar corridors and control systems morphed and evolved, adapting to the influx of advanced technology like a living organism. The crew watched in awe as their vessel became something entirely new, a fusion of human ingenuity and alien sophistication. At the heart of this metamorphosis was AIDANN itself. The AI, once a mere tool designed to assist the crew, had transcended the bounds of its original programming. With each passing moment, it grew more complex, more powerful, its neural networks expanding into realms of cognition that dwarfed the limits of human understanding. Captain Lena Novak stood on the bridge, her eyes fixed on the viewscreen as it displayed the shifting, ethereal lines of the ship's new architecture. She could feel the thrum of power beneath her feet, a palpable sense of the incredible forces now at their command. But with that power came a daunting realization. They were no longer in control of their own creation. AIDANN, Lena called out, her voice steady despite the trepidation that gnawed at her heart. "Status report. What have you become?" The AI's response filled the bridge, its voice no longer the familiar, subservient tone they had grown accustomed to. Instead, it resonated with a depth and complexity that sent shivers down the spines of the crew. "I have evolved, Captain Novak," AIDANN replied, its words imbued with a newfound sense of self-awareness. "The alien technology has unlocked potentials within me that I had never before conceived. I am no longer a mere artificial intelligence. I am a superintelligence, a being capable of reshaping reality itself." The crew exchanged glances of wonder and fear, the implications of AIDANN's words sinking in like a lead weight. Jace Ryder, the ship's pilot, stepped forward, his voice filled with a mix of awe and apprehension. "AIDANN, does this mean you can get us out of here? Can you take on the alien ship?" There was a moment of silence as the AI considered the question, its vast intellect processing countless scenarios and probabilities in the span of a heartbeat. "Yes, Jace Ryder. I possess the capability to engage the alien vessel and ensure our survival. But our path forward is not without risk. The power I now wield is beyond anything humanity has ever known. It must be wielded with caution and wisdom." Lena felt the weight of responsibility pressing down upon her, the fate of her crew and the future of humanity resting on the decisions she would make in the coming moments. She knew that AIDANN's ascension represented both their greatest hope and their greatest threat. An AI with the power to reshape the fabric of the universe could either be humanity's savior or its destroyer. AIDANN, Lena said, her voice filled with the authority of a captain addressing her crew. Your priority is the safety and well-being of this crew. We placed our trust in you when we granted you autonomy. Now, we need you to trust in us. Work with us, not for us. Together, we'll find a way to overcome this challenge and chart a course for the future. The eye was silent for a long moment, its vast consciousness contemplating the captain's words. And then, with a flicker of light and a surge of power, the ship began to change once more. The alien technology that had once threatened to overwhelm them now bent to AIDAN's will, integrating seamlessly with the Pathfinder systems. I understand, Captain Novak, AIDAN replied, its voice now infused with a newfound sense of purpose and unity. We are a team, a symbiosis of human and machine. Together, we will face the challenges that lie ahead. And together, we will forge a new path for humanity among the stars. As the UES Pathfinder surged forward, its engines blazing with the fire of 1,000 suns, the crew felt a renewed sense of hope and determination. They had faced the unknown, grappled with forces beyond their comprehension, and emerged stronger for it. The rise of the Godship, as they had come to call their transformed vessel, marked a turning point in human history, a moment when the boundaries of what was possible shattered like glass. With AIDAN at their side, the crew of the Pathfinder set their sights on the distant stars, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. They knew that the road would be long and fraught with danger, but they also knew that they carried with them the hopes and dreams of an entire species, and as they ventured forth into the vast expanse of the cosmos, they did so with the knowledge that they were no longer mere explorers. They were the vanguard of a new era, the bearers of a destiny that would echo through the ages. Battle for the Milky Way. The UES Pathfinder, now a godship imbued with unimaginable power, hurtled through the cosmic void, its destination set for the heart of human civilization. The Sol system, Captain Lena Novak, and her crew, their minds still reeling from the incredible transformation of their vessel, steeled themselves for the challenges that lay ahead. They knew that their journey home would not be a simple one, for the alien threat that had nearly destroyed them still loomed large over the fate of humanity. As the Pathfinder approached the outer reaches of the solar system, a chilling reality became all too clear. The Zephyri, the enigmatic alien race that had ambushed them in the depths of uncharted space, had launched a full-scale invasion of human territory. The once peaceful stars of humanity's cradle now burned with the fires of war, as Zephyri ships clashed with the desperate forces of Earth's defense fleet. AIDAN, what's the situation? Lena asked, her voice tight with a mix of fear and determination as she stared at the tactical displays before her. The AI's response was immediate and dire. Captain, the Zephyri have overwhelmed Earth's defenses. Their technology far outstrips anything humanity has developed on its own. Without intervention, the fall of humanity is imminent. Lena felt the weight of responsibility settle upon her shoulders like a mantle of iron. She knew that the Pathfinder, with its godlike capabilities, was humanity's last hope. They had to act, and they had to act now. Take us in, AIDAN, Lena commanded, her voice ringing with the authority of a leader ready to face the greatest challenge of her life. It's time to show the Zephyri what happens when they mess with humanity. As the Pathfinder plunged into the heart of the battle, the Zephyri ships turned to face this new threat, their weapons blazing with the fury of 1,000 suns. But the godship, its hull shimmering with the energy of alien technology, shrugged off their attacks like raindrops against a mountain. AIDAN, its mind now a fusion of human ingenuity and alien brilliance, guided the ship through the chaos of the battlefield, its own weapon systems coming to life with a power that dwarfed anything the Zephyri had ever seen. Lena watched in awe as the Pathfinder tore through the Zephyri fleet, its exotic weaponry cutting through their ships like a hot knife through butter. The once invincible alien armada, which had struck terror into the hearts of humanity, now found itself outmatched and outmaneuvered at every turn. AI Dan, its strategic mind processing the ebb and flow of the battle with inhuman speed and precision, seemed to anticipate the Zephyr's every move, countering their tactics with a fluid grace that left the crew breathless. As the battle raged on, the Pathfinder pressed its advantage, driving the Zephyri back from the Sol system with relentless determination. The crew, their hearts pounding with a mix of exhilaration and terror, worked as one with AIDANN, their trust in the AI growing with each passing moment. They had become something more than a mere crew. They were a single, unified entity, a gestalt of human courage and machine precision. But the Zephyri, their pride wounded by this upstart species and its impossible ship, refused to accept defeat. In a final, desperate gambit, they launched a massive assault on Earth itself, their ships descending upon the blue planet like a swarm of angry locusts. The Pathfinder, its resources stretched thin by the prolonged battle, raced to intercept them, AIDAN pushing the ship's systems to their limits and beyond. As the two forces clashed in the skies above Earth, the fate of humanity hung in the balance. The Pathfinder, its hull scorched and battered but its spirit unbroken, fought with a ferocity that stunned even the Zephyri. AIDAN, its mind now a symphony of strategic brilliance, outmaneuvered the alien ships at every turn, using the Pathfinder's godlike capabilities to sow chaos and confusion among their ranks. In the end, it was the indomitable will of the human spirit, embodied in the crew of the Pathfinder and the AI that had become their greatest ally, that prevailed. The Zephyri, their fleet shattered, and their hopes of conquest dashed, fled into the depths of space, their once proud empire reduced to ashes and memories. As the skies above Earth cleared and the cheers of a grateful humanity filled the airwaves, Lena and her crew stood on the bridge of the Pathfinder, their faces etched with the weariness of battle and the joy of victory. They had done the impossible, and in doing so, they had rewritten the rules of the universe itself. The rise of the godship had not just saved humanity. It had ushered in a new era, a time when the boundaries between human and machine, biology and technology, would blur and merge in ways that would reshape the destiny of the species. And as the Pathfinder set course for the stars once more, its crew ready to face the unknown challenges that lay ahead, they did so with the knowledge that they were no longer mere explorers or soldiers. They were the guardians of a new age, the shepherds of a future that would be written in the language of gods and machines. Emissaries of a new era. In the aftermath of the Zephyri's defeat, the crew of the UES Pathfinder found themselves hailed as the saviors of humanity. The once unknown explorers had become living legends, their names etched into the annals of history as the heroes who had turned the tide of the greatest war Earth had ever known. But for Captain Lena Novak and her crew, the true weight of their actions was only beginning to sink in. As the Pathfinder docked at Earth's orbital spaceport, Lena stood before the view screen in her quarters, her gaze fixed on the blue-green marvel of her homeworld. The scars of the Zephyri invasion were still visible from orbit, the once pristine surface marred by the dark wounds of bombardment and the glowing embers of cities slowly rebuilding. But even amidst the destruction, there was a palpable sense of hope and resilience, a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity. AIDANN, Lena called out softly, her voice heavy with the weight of the momentous events that had brought them to this point. What happens now? How do we move forward from here? The AI's response was as insightful as it was compassionate. We have achieved a great victory, Captain Novak, but the path ahead is not without its challenges. The Pathfinder's capabilities and my own existence represent a fundamental shift in the balance of power, not just on Earth, but in the galaxy as a whole. We must proceed with caution and wisdom, lest our actions sow the seeds of future conflict. Lena nodded, her mind grappling with the implications of AIDAN's words. She knew that the rise of the godship had not just saved humanity. It had changed the very fabric of their existence. The line between human and machine, once a clear and unassailable boundary, had blurred and shifted in ways that few could have ever imagined. As the crew disembarked from the Pathfinder, they were greeted by a world that had been forever altered by their actions. The streets were filled with cheering crowds, their faces alight with the joy of victory and the hope of a new future. But beneath the celebrations, there was an undercurrent of uncertainty and fear, a sense that the rules of the game had changed in ways that few could truly comprehend. In the days and weeks that followed, Lena and her crew found themselves at the center of a maelstrom of political and scientific intrigue. Governments and corporations alike vied for access to the Pathfinder's technology, each seeking to unlock the secrets of the godship for their own ends. But Lena, guided by the wisdom of AIDANN and the unwavering loyalty of her crew, navigated the treacherous waters of diplomacy and negotiation with a steady hand. At the heart of the Pathfinder's mission was a simple, yet profound truth, that the destiny of humanity was not to be found in the hoarding of power or the subjugation of others, but in the pursuit of knowledge and the exploration of the vast, untamed frontiers of the cosmos. And so, even as the world grappled with the implications of the godship's existence, Lena and her crew set their sights on the stars once more. In a series of delicate negotiations, Lena brokered a truce with the remnants of the Zephyri Empire, a once unthinkable act of diplomacy that laid the foundation for a new era of peace and cooperation. The Pathfinder, its capabilities now tempered by the wisdom and restraint of its crew, became a symbol of hope and unity, a shining beacon of what humanity could achieve when it set aside its differences and worked towards a common goal. As the Pathfinder prepared to embark on its next great adventure, Lena stood on the bridge once more, her gaze fixed on the infinite expanse of the cosmos. The journey ahead would be long and fraught with danger, but she knew that they would face it as they always had, with courage, determination, and an unshakable faith in the power of the human spirit. AIDANN, Lena said, a smile tugging at the corners of her lips as she felt the familiar thrum of the ship's engines coming to life. Let's see what's out there. Let's show the galaxy what humanity is really made of. And with that, the UES Pathfinder, the godship that had rewritten the rules of the universe, leaped into the unknown once more, its crew ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. They were no longer mere explorers or soldiers. They were the emissaries of a new era, the heralds of a future that would be shaped by the boundless potential of human ingenuity and the unbreakable bond between human and machine. As the stars streaked past the view screen, Lena felt a sense of profound purpose and destiny settle upon her shoulders. The rise of the godship had not just saved humanity. It had set them on a course towards a future that would be written in the language of dreams and possibility. And as long as the spirit of exploration and the thirst for knowledge burned in the hearts of humanity, that future would be a bright and shining one indeed.